Hello, my name is Toby, and I'm the Chief Executive of Sandwell and West Birmingham Hospitals. We get a lot of compliments about the quality of care that our service provides, but occasionally we get complaints, maybe 700 in a year out of 1.5 million people that we look after. I meet with many of those complainants and I read their complaints and the investigation reports that we produce. Most of those people, if not all of those people, really want to know two things from me as Chief Executive. Are we sorry for the mistake that we have made? And how can I prevent it? How can we prevent it happening to somebody else? So my promise is that I will admit to the mistakes that we've made and work with 7,500 colleagues here at the Trust to make sure that we learn from the errors and mistakes that we make and we make the care we provide safer tomorrow than it was yesterday. Thanks a lot.
I'm a dental nurse and I've worked in oral surgery at City Hospital for over 25 years. I'm very proud of the service that we provide. Every patient is important. Every patient we listen to. We are always polite and courteous. I am also a dignity champion, so I really truly am the patient's voice.
And what do you do, Louise?
I'm a medical records clerk.
And how do you keep your promises?
When interacting with patients, straight away put the patient first, listen to what they have to say and help them in the best way that I can.
I'm Colin Ovington, the Chief Nurse, and I want to talk to you about my promise, which is I will always be polite, courteous and respectful. I think these are really three of the most important skills that we can bring to everybody who comes to the Trust, not just the patients but all the visitors who come through our front door. And if we can demonstrate that we're polite, courteous and respectful on every occasion and help escort people to the places they need to be, then we'll make a difference in their lives for that period of time when they're with us, when they're feeling very stressed and perhaps a little bit wondering about where they're going to be next. We can make that difference by keeping that promise. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Darren Shell. I'm a gardener at Sandwell.
And how do you keep your promises, Darren?
We keep our promises by going the extra mile to make sure the ground's looking welcome for patients. Because the first impressions, if they saw the grass 3 foot high, they think the hospital was unkept and untidy.
I'm Charlotte.
And what do you do, Charlotte?
I work as a clinical officer in paediatrics.
So how do you keep your promises?
I always try and keep my promises by when we have phone calls and from patients, I always try and put little flags in my calendar to make sure that everything's been done, such as making appointments, checking referral letters, make sure that they've been sent to the right places.
I suppose about going the extra mile, I think the first thing to ask yourself is how would you feel if you were a patient? Are you being treated in the way that you would expect? And actually, if you stick to that rule, you won't go far wrong.
So I keep my promises by being honest with what I can achieve and what I can't achieve for a patient, making it clear that I'm listening to them and that I can really empathise and understand where they're coming from and make it clear that we're all looking out for them and that it's safe. I think that's really what patients want to know. Rather than talking about those 9 things, it's that they're safe, that we know what we're doing, and that we'll always look after them as number one.
Hello, my name is Sharon and I'm a ward service officer.
Hello, my name is Julie and I'm a ward service officer too.
How do you keep your promise? I keep all 9 promises. It's to be polite, courteous, make the patients feel welcome, make everybody feel welcome, approachable, and make sure the ward is to a high standard of cleanliness.
Yeah, basically what Sharon said, yes. Everything basically, all 9 promises, yes. Make sure the ward's nice and clean, make sure the patients feel very welcome.
And why do you do that?
To make me feel better as a person myself, and also the patients, so they've got a friendly environment.
Try and do my job to the abilities I can. Yes. too. It's really good worship.
I keep my promises every day by making sure that we sustain them with a good team workforce, making sure that they're up to date, up to speed, that they're supported, that we're delivering good patient quality care, and we're trying to minimise the risks, and we like to go above the parapet.
Hi, I'm Gaynor Deakin. I keep my customer care promises by adopting quite a simple approach really. I behave and treat people on a daily basis how I'd expect my nearest and dearest to be treated.
Hi, my name's Kirsty. You alright? Morning. Did you sleep well last night?
Oh, I had a lovely sleep.
Oh, good, good.
Thank you. I just want a big first.
Yeah, sure. Do you want a cup or anything with it?
No.
You just want the bottle?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, of course I will.
Can you do me a favour, Sue? Mrs. Bing planning to discharge her on Friday.
Okay.
OTs have confirmed that the equipment should all be in place by tomorrow.
Okay.
Just discuss it with her and just see if that's okay with her.
Okay.
Because obviously she'll need to have time to work on that.
Is that Mrs. B?
Yeah, there's any issues. Just give me a shout.
Okay,
All right.
no worries.
Cheers.
Okay. Just why don't I move it?
Hello, is that Mr. Bean? Yes, my name's Sue Moore. I'm ringing from Priory 2 at Sandra Hospital. Yeah, I'm just ringing about Mrs. Bean. She's going to be discharged on Friday, and I'm just ringing to let you know that all the OTs are done. That's the occupational therapy. The home assessment will be done as soon as possible, and we're going to get all the equipment down into your home. Okay then. Yes, she's fine. She's fine. She's had some breakfast and she's just sitting out in bed now. Actually, I can just see her. She's just waving at me. Yeah, it's your husband. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, Mr. Bing, I'll tell her. That's not a problem. All right, then. See you shortly, love. Thanks. Bye.
I think the trust promises are extremely important. For me personally, I think if we carry out the 9 promises that were designed by the staff of this organisation, we can't go far wrong. It's important that for everyone we make sure that the 9 promises are carried out to the best of our ability, and we show that the caring of this organisation is embedded within our promises of the organisation throughout.
I will promise to listen to your point of view. Your point of view is important to us because at the end of the day it's the only true measure of the quality and the safety of the services that we provide.
Hello, my name is Paul Stanaway and I will go the extra mile. I work in finance, but I believe that we're an important and integral part of delivering patient care. The way we achieve this is by supporting clinical teams and obtaining the best funding for the best services for the local population. We also act as important wayfinders around the site. The city site in particular is not an easy site to get around, and often patients are confused by poor patient directions, poor letters, and we act as an important focus for them when we're walking around the site.
My name is Jatinder and I'm a staff grade oral surgery dentist working at City Hospital. We see a lot of patients from a wide area and all different backgrounds and cultures. The majority of them are extremely nervous, A, because they're having dental treatment done, and on top of that they come into a hospital setting. So we make sure that as a team we spend a lot of time putting our patients at ease. We fully explain everything that they will be going through whilst they're here, as well as giving them enough time to understand and ask any questions that they may have. On top of that, as we do see a lot of patients from different cultures and backgrounds, we do make sure that if there are language barriers, we have sufficient time to listen to them to make sure that they are fully heard and they are fully put at ease. So I think that as a team we try our hardest here in this department to fulfil and to follow, and this way we keep the trust promises.
Here in nuclear medicine, we like to keep the patient informed
we will make sure that what we're doing is best for them, bearing in mind the clinical condition that they've been sent to us with. And we'll tell them at the end what happens to the results. So we try and keep them involved throughout the whole imaging process. We treat them as a person. They're not just a patient coming down for a scan.
Hello, I'm Sarah Guthrie. I work in the Birmingham Treatment Centre Diabetes and Endocrine Department. We are an outpatients department, and we like to keep our promise to our patients. When our patients come to the department, we are very courteous to them. We make them feel at ease when they walk through the department. From the minute they walk through the door, they are our responsibility, and we have to make sure that they have a quality service when they come to us. We have a lot of patients from several different ethnic backgrounds. We have to be, as our promise, be more culturally sensitive, make them feel at ease. Some of them have communication difficulties. When you're a multilingual member of staff, you keep your promise and you try and communicate with them in their specific languages. If they're non-Asian speaking languages, then we would make sure that an interpreter is available for them to provide a service for them. That is keeping our promise to our patients.
Hi, my name's Joel. I'm one of the physios at the Physiotherapy Department in City Hospital. We try to make sure we keep our promises to our patients by making them feel welcome every time they come into our department. We do this by thoroughly introducing ourselves and explaining our role and the aims of treatment each session, and we also give ample opportunity for the patient to ask any questions that they may have.
Hi, my name is Luke. I work in histology. I go the extra mile by keeping up to date with all the recent advances in my discipline. This helps the hospital provide the best care.
Hello, my name's Richard and I'm the chairman of Sample and West Birmingham NHS Trust. I just wanted to pick up on the importance of listening. It's really important we listen as a board, both individually when we're doing board walkarounds and to each other within the board and to all the people we meet as we reach out as a board, both in the community and on the wards and with patients and staff. It's really important that we listen. The ability of our staff to really help us reshape and change the way we listen to patients, the way we get the best out of all our team is really important, and I want to lead that from the board with my board colleagues to make sure we're seen to be people that listen to the people that really know how we can enhance patient care.